Yeah.
Last week we were so many, today not as much.
Well, maybe with school being out too, everybody's busy.
Okay.
Okay. So does everybody have a towel or a pillow close by? We might need this one today.
Better go get one. Hold on.
You might hear a lot of moaning and groaning out of me today. I'm really sore.
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, we can get started.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So just keep that close by if you can. And what I'm going to get you to do, we're all going to start sitting cross-legged. If you need your towel to sit on, you can use that towel to sit on for now. That's fine. But we're going to go back to what we did in the first session. So just starting nice and easy. I want you to sit up nice and tall, pulling the string from the top of your head up to the ceiling. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. We're going to take a couple nice big deep breaths. And as we exhale, I want you just to lower your shoulders, drop them away from your ears. If you find that you're clenching your jaw or you've got any tension in your face, I want you to take that tension out. Breathing in through your nose and just out through your mouth, nice and slow. Good. We're going to move into a seated cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to pull everything up. I want you to look up nice and high, pushing that chest forward. And as we exhale, moving towards our body, pushing our shoulders out. So inhale, we're going to come up. Exhale, moving towards our bodies. Good. We're going to do that 4 times. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, we're going to move back. And 2 more times, just like that. So looking up as high as you can, really pushing that chest forward. And as we exhale, tucking your chin in as far as it can go. Opening up through your shoulders. Good. 1 more. Big breath up. Exhale. Good. We're going to come back to neutral. Nice, strong through our core. We're not slouched. Taking our left hand, we're just going to place it across onto our right leg, our right thigh. And our right arm is going to reach out. So as we inhale, we're going to stretch across. And as we exhale, we're going to come back 4 times. So inhale, big stretch across. Exhale, we're going to come back. Good. 3 more times, just like that. Good. 1 more, expanding through our rib cage as we inhale. And bringing it back to neutral. Strong through our core, nice and tight. Let's lower those shoulders back. Reaching to the other side, same thing. Big breath, reach up and over. Exhale, we're going to come back down. So as we reach, we're not letting our arm drop down. We're stretching it out as far as we can. Good. Keep it nice and smooth with your breath. And 1 more, just like that. Nice big stretch over. And let's bring it down. Good. So the next one, as we inhale, we're going to turn and just look over that back shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. Same thing on the other side. So we'll inhale and exhale. Good. 4 times. Inhale. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, looking over that back shoulder, just getting a nice gentle warm up through our spine. And one more. Good, we'll come back to neutral. I want you to do that cat-cow one more time. So big breath up. Exhale, bring it down. And again, big breath up. We're going 4 times. Good, just getting some movement. Nice dynamic stretching through our shoulders, through our spine. One more. Good. We're going to go back to that side bend. So reaching across. This time, we're just going to hold it for 4 breaths. So take as much air in as you can. Really feel that rib cage expand. And just maybe as you exhale, you might find that you just drop a little bit closer to the floor. And we'll come out. Good. Other side, same thing. Nice big stretch over. Focusing on those nice big deep breaths. If you want to keep your eyes closed, you can keep your eyes closed or you can have them open. And just remember to listen to your body. You don't want to make it so it's uncomfortable. And let's come back. Good. We're going to go into those nice twists. And we're going to hold it for 4 breaths, looking as far as you can over your back shoulder. Trying not to sink down into this. I want you to sit up nice and tall. A couple more breaths. And we'll bring it back. As we exhale, we're going to move to the back and holding it for 4 breaths on this side. Good. At the end of your 4th, we come to center. And what I'm going to ask you to do, just bring your knees up. Your hands can come behind, but I don't want you to slouch down. You're going to push up with those hands. And all we're going to do, take a nice wide stance. We're just going to drop our knees to one side. So we're getting a nice stretch coming in through the hip flexor, and we're going to come up. So dropping them down. And we're going to come up 4 times. So this is a bit of a mobility movement for your hips. It's just warming us up. We are going to go deeper into this. Good. So come back to center. If you want to just sit like this for a second, you can. If you'd like to sit with your legs crossed again, that's fine. Whichever is comfortable for you. But what we're going to do now, we're going to drop our knees to the first side, and then I want you to turn back as far as you can. Look over that back shoulder. So now we're getting more of a spinal twist. Both knees are down on the ground, and we're just going to hold it back here. At the end of your 4th breath, we're going to come up and we'll get the other side. So same thing, drop both knees down. If facing halfway is enough on your hip, just stay there. But if you can reach all the way around, I want you to reach all the way around. Good, and we'll come back. So now we're going to have our legs out straight. If you find that it's hard on your lower back, you can place the towel underneath. It's just going to take some of the pressure off your hamstrings, off the back of your knees. We're going to sit up nice and tight, nice and tall, long through the body. Take a nice big deep breath. And as we exhale, I just want you to reach forward. So your feet are actually flexed. You're trying to drive your heels into the wall. We don't need to go far, and we're going to come back up. Inhale. As we exhale, reaching forward. If you're okay without the towel, you can do it without the towel. And come on back up. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward. Just trying to see if we can drop a little bit further every time. It's okay to move around in this position. We don't have to be too rigid right now. Come on back. And one more. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Do you feel this in your hamstrings?
Yeah.
Good. Come on back. We're just going to relax. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to work that core a little bit. So when we come back, you're going to bring those knees up and just hold it for our 4 breaths. Then we'll take a nice big deep breath, and as we exhale, we're going to drop those legs down and try and move forward into that nice reach. So come on back up. Trying not to let everything drop down. Stay up nice and tight. Exhale, reaching forward. As those muscles warm up and start to loosen, we may feel that we're able to reach a little bit further. Good. Come on back up. Holding it in our V, working that core. And stretch out. And we're going to go one more time. Holding it in that V. If you can and you want to have your legs straight, you can. My hips are really tight today. That's not going to work for me. And then we're just going to stretch out. And this time, we're going to hold it. So wherever you are, if you can keep those heels pressed forward, back is nice and straight, and then I just want you to tuck your chin down. You're going to feel tension through the back of your legs, maybe even in your lower back. To take it off your lower back, you can sit on that towel. But wherever that tension is, I want you to pay attention to it. Really focus. And as you exhale, you're going to try and release where that tension is. Just seeing if it allows you to drop a little bit closer or down a little bit further. So in the beginning, I couldn't touch my toes. And now I'm touching my toes. Good, let's come out. I want you to relax, cross those legs. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. And if you can, walking your hands out in front, just drop your forehead down wherever you are. Remember, in this position, you're tucking your chin into your chest, getting that stretch from the base of your skull all the way down your spine. Don't worry about stretching your arms out too far right now. You can just relax. But we're just trying to open up the hips a little bit here and take the tension off our hamstrings. Nice big deep breaths. Good, we're gonna walk up. Those legs will come back out in front. So again, if you need to place the towel underneath, it takes a lot of the pressure off your hamstrings. You can do that. We're gonna go back into our V-sit. and our stretch 4 times. So nice big deep breath. Come up tall, exhale, reaching down. Again, listen to your body here. Don't force yourself to reach for those toes if it's not comfortable. Good, we're gonna come out into that V-sit. So we're just shifting back onto our sit bones. Take a big breath, we'll push forward. And come back out. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale, reaching forward as we exhale. Good. One last time. Come on up. And reaching forward. We're going to hold it here. And let's come up. We're going to cross our legs again, but the leg that was in the front is going to go behind this time. So we're really focusing on the other hip. Sit up nice and tall, hinging from your hips, walking forward, tucking that chin in. Holding it for 2 more breaths, nice and slow, don't rush them. We're going to come up. Good, and I just want you to roll those shoulders back, making sure that they're not coming up too high, nice and relaxed. And from here, we're just going to rock up into our tabletop. We did our cat-cow sitting. We're going to do a couple more from our tabletop. So as we exhale, we curl up. Inhale, we drop it down. So we're going to go 4 times. Exhale. Inhale, pulling everything up. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more set. Really stretch up through those shoulders. Tuck your chin in and drop it down. Look up as high as you can. Good. We're going to come to neutral. So from here, what I'm going to get you to do, I just want you to shift those hips back. You're going to bring your big toes together, open your knees up just slightly, and really focus on stretching those arms ahead. Drop your forehead to the floor. So forehead goes to the floor. Good, holding it for another breath, and then we're going to come back up to that tabletop. Just keep your knees nice and wide because we will be dropping back again. I want you to reach towards the right hand side, and you're really going to drive back through those hips. Holding it down for your 4 breaths. Remember, we've created that pocket with our knees just to allow those big deep breaths. Breathing slowly, we're going to come back up and walk to the opposite side. Really pull back. Drop your head down. Good, come back up. We're going to go back to center. Big deep breath. Come back up. We'll move to the right hand side again. We're just going to do these both 1 more time. Good. On that fourth breath, we'll come up, move to the other side. How are your hips feeling? They should be opening up just a little bit. Good. We're going to come back to center. You can bring those knees in so they're underneath your hips. And remember the threading the needle that we did? We're going to do that again. So let's start with bringing that left arm through, dropping down onto the shoulder. Right arm reaches out as far as you can go. If this is too much, you can bring this right arm and just place it behind your back if you wish. Good, let's come up. We've moved our left arm through. What's going to happen now, I want to get the opposite side. So we're going to open up through our chest. So that left arm is going to reach behind you and you're going to drop down to the floor. Good, we'll move up. And we'll get the other side. So right arm is going to be thread through. On your fourth breath, we're going to come up. And this arm now is going to come down to the floor. If it's easier to have your hand at the side, you can have your hand at the side. Good. Let's come on up. Back to our tabletop. Are we ready to actually get started? That's our warm up. Feels delicious. So you're just going to curl those toes under. And we're going to come up to our first downward facing dog. So remember, let's tighten up through our core. We're going to pull up and drive back. It's the first one. So we know we just want to walk through that. Good. Let's drop back down to our hands and knees. Come back into child's pose. Relax your hands for a second. I'm actually from child's pose going to get you to reach around. I want you to grab the soles of your feet with both hands and just allow your arms to drop to the side. So this is opening up through right down our spine, right through our rib cage, all the way down through our hips. Good, let's slide our hands back to our tabletop. Toes go under, we're going back into that downward facing dog. So let's pull it up. This time, both feet, you're trying to press those heels back. Remember, keep a nice slight bend in your knees. You don't have to go straight. That's not what it's about. Good, we're going to come back down. Just relax for a second, come into our child's pose. Hold it here for 4 breaths. So you can keep your arms in front for your child's pose, or if it feels better, reach around, grab the soles of your feet. Good. We're going to go back into that downward facing dog. This time we're going into a 3-legged dog. So let's take that right leg, drive your heel up to the ceiling. This is really working our core to keep us here, working our upper body like we talked about earlier. From here though, the leg that's up front, I'm going to get you to bring it in front of you. Slide that back leg back And now we're into our pigeon. So you can stay up nice and tall in the pigeon, or you can bring it down to the floor, whichever works best for you. I tried snowboarding for the first time yesterday, so my wrists are pretty tight. I'll probably be taking these breaks as much as I can. Good, let's slide back up to that downward facing dog. Really drive back with your arms, drop your head down. Feel that beautiful stretch come through your shoulders, through the back of your legs. And let's push that left leg up. Holding it strong. One more breath and nice and slow, we're going to tuck it in front of us. Push that back leg back. So now we're into that pigeon again. I feel very close. There. Good. So even in this position, if you wanted to rock around a little bit, you can just open up through that hip capsule. Good. We're going to go back up to that downward facing dog. So really push up. Good. We're going to come back down to our tabletop. I just want you to walk your knees back slightly. Feet are going to come up off the floor. And I want you to keep your elbows tucked in nice and tight. And we're going to come down. Bring it slow to the floor. And then push up. Good. Let's move our hips back. Relax. Relax your wrists. So what we're doing here is we're going into I'm teaching you how to do the chaturanga properly. So we're going to come up just to start to make sure that we have the right positioning. You're on your knees. You're going to rock forward. So you're a little bit more forward than your hands, which is different from a regular push-up. Elbows stay along the side of your body. You don't hit the ground yet. And then you hit the ground and push it up. Good, let's pull back. Relax, we're gonna do that one more time. If you wanna do the full chaturanga, you can. You just start in your plank position. So you're up in your plank, shift forward, drop down, and then move it up. Good, pull your hips back, relax those arms. We're just gonna stay here for a minute, lower that heart rate down a bit. Again, now we know if you want to leave your hands out in front, you can leave your hands out in front, or if you wish to grab the soles of your feet. Good, hold it for a couple more breaths. And nice and slow, I just want you to sit back on your heels. We're going to sit here for a second. Sometimes this is a nice stretch for someone. Roll your shoulders back. Give me a couple no's and a couple yeses. Good. Nice and slowly, we're going to come up to standing. See if I can fit myself in the screen. Okay, so we're going to work on some balancing poses. If you can't hear me, let me know because I've stepped back a bit. But to start, I just want you to ground yourself in. I want you to push yourself into the floor. Lift it up just a little bit. There. So you're pushing yourself into the floor, and we're going to do some nice big breaths. So take a big breath in, and then slowly as you exhale, hands come back to heart center. Another one, big deep breath. Hands are going to come to heart center. Good. So our first balancing pose is our tree. We're going to work on that one. So you can start with your foot at your ankle, at your knee, or right up into your thigh. So whichever level that you're at, we're just going to bring ourselves there and hold it. You may need to find a focal point. I want you to relax through your shoulders. We're not building tension anywhere. Just nice and strong through our core. Good, so this is working all those wonderful stabilizing muscles in our feet, up through our ankles. That's actually going into our thighs, into our hips, our core. And let's bring it down nice and slow. Hands come down, roll those shoulders back. We're going to take 2 more nice big breaths. Exhale. And another one. Slow everything down. Just enjoy those breaths. And we're going to slowly shift to the tree on the other side. So find where you're most comfortable. Good, let's bring it down. Perfect, roll those shoulders back. So we're going to go back into that first tree, but I'm going to challenge you by bringing your arms up over your head, okay? So root yourself down, find where you're comfortable, spread your toes apart, nice and strong through those legs. Take a big deep breath. Exhale to heart center. And when you're ready, bring yourself into that tree. Find your balance. We're going to hold it here for 4 slow breaths. Good. Bring that knee forward and drop your leg down. Hands come together, back to heart center. Good. Other side. Big deep breath. Exhale. Shifting your weight slightly. If you can, arms are going to come up. So we're stretching up nice and long through the body. Good, let's bring that knee forward and drop it down. Hands come back to heart center. The knee is coming forward. It's all going to make sense in a minute. It's just going to be another sequence that we do. So let's go back to that first one. Are we getting stronger in our tree? More confident? Good. First tree. If you can, bring those hands up. Long through your body. Open up the space for your belly to take those nice big deep breaths. So we're going to bring this knee forward. And then we're going to step back. So we're in a nice high lunge. And I just want you to lean back slightly. So we've been here before, you know this one. It's not too wide of a lunge, just nice and easy so we feel the stretch. Good. We'll exhale, bring everything back, heart center. Is that one okay? We're good there? Nice big deep breath. Hands come down, exhale. We'll get the other side. Bring that foot in. Holding it for 4 breaths. So remember, your breaths might be different than mine. So on your 4th breath, you're going to bring that knee forward and we're going to step back. Just nice high lunge, gently leaning back. We're holding the sun up. Good, hands come back to heart center. Relax, bring your arms down, roll your shoulders back. We will go back to that, but we're just going to take a little bit of a break from it. What I'm going to get you to do, we've done a little bit of twisting through our core already. We should be good for this. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, just take a nice big deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to drop down into a squat. Inhale. As we exhale, you're just going to rest opposite elbow to opposite knee. No, this helps. Good. And we're always looking towards our palms that are together. Don't let that top elbow cave in. Keep it up nice and high. And let's come up. Relax your shoulders. Good. We're going to do that again. Nice big deep breath. Hands to heart center. On your next breath, as you exhale, you're going to drop down and we're going to twist if we can. Holding it here for 4 breaths. Good, let's come up and exhale. Perfect. I'm going to ask you to try a new balancing pose. Again, still working on those stabilizing muscles. Today, we're really focusing on that and core strength. So this next one is going to take some core strength. I want you to take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, slowing everything down. So we opened up our hips in the beginning for this one. We're going to take one leg, cross it over our knee. Okay, so we're trying to keep this knee down and open. If this is enough, you can stay here. If you wish to challenge yourself more, you're going to bring it down into a squat. Good, trying not to let that knee jump up. So where our focus is in our hip. Really, as we exhale, trying to release those muscles. And let's push up and relax. Good, bring your shoulders back, roll them back. Relax through your legs. We'll get the other side. Big deep breath. Exhale. Find your balance. Let that knee drop open. And as you exhale, you're going to bring yourself down. Trying to hold it for your 4. Good, let's push up. Nice job. Good. Roll those shoulders back. Good, we're going to do that One more each side, so big deep breath. Exhale. On your breath, get yourself ready. Drop that knee down. Lower yourself down. Now, if you wish, you can bring those hands up. It's just forcing you to engage through your back. And let's come up. Roll your shoulders back. Good. One last one like that. Big deep breath. Find your focal point, find your balance as you exhale, dropping down. If you can, opening it up. Good, let's come back down and exhale. Just release everything. We're going to go back into our tree sequence one more time. So find your grounding down into the ground, spread those toes apart. Remember, nice and strong through our legs. We're pulling the muscles up. Nice big breath. Exhale. Find where you want your tree to go. We're holding it for 4 breaths here. And we'll bring that knee forward. Really drive back, nice deep lunge, leaning back just slightly. Good. From here, I want everyone to open up into your warrior. So remember that warrior, front knee still bent. Back leg is nice and straight. You're trying to spread the mat with your feet. Arms are strong, opening up all the way through your chest. Good. We're going to go into our side bend. Lean on that front knee. Arm comes right up and over, holding it here for 4 breaths. At the end of your 4th breath, coming back strong into that warrior, not letting that knee straighten, keep it down. And we're going to reverse. Holding it here for 4. Good, come back nice and strong into that warrior. This time we're going to straighten out that front leg. We just want to pop our hip back slightly, and we're going to drop down into our triangle. So now we're opening up through our chest this way. You don't have to go down very far. Some people may be able to make it right down to the floor. Please listen to your body. And let's come up, everything to the center. We know this one, you're going to hinge at those hips. Try to bring the crown of your head down to the floor. Just allow your shoulders to round forward, drop down. Tuck your chin into your chest. Enjoy the stretch down the back of your legs. And slowly, we're going to roll it up. Good, we'll come back. And we're going to start with our tree on the other side. So nice big deep breath. Exhale. Ground yourself down only when you're ready. You're going to bring that tree where you want it. Find your balance. If you can, you're going to lengthen through your body, reaching up nice and high. Good, we'll swing the knee forward, staying balanced, and then drive that leg back. Gently leaning back. So when we lean back, I don't necessarily want it to come from your spine. I want you to really focus on pushing those hips forward too. Good, we're gonna open it up into that warrior. So if I was like this, I'm gonna open everything up. Front toe is facing forward, back heel is driving into the floor. I'm looking over my front fingers. Take those nice big deep breaths. Let's inhale, and as we exhale, I want you to stretch right over. Good, we're gonna come back to that warrior. Reverse. Let's bring it back to that warrior. Straighten out our front leg, hinge at your hips, so we're going down into our triangle. We're going to come up out of that triangle, move everything forward, and for the last hard stretch, hinge from your hips, drop that forehead down. Tuck your chin into your chest, just allow your shoulders to roll in. Good. Slowly, we're going to roll it all the way up. Roll your shoulders back at the top. Feet will come in. And we're going to come back down to sitting. I'll bring you guys a little closer. There. Good. So again, sitting nice and tall. If you want to sit on your blanket, you can sit on the blanket. It just takes the pressure off your lower back. But we're going to go back into what we had done in the beginning. Just nice and slow movements to get everything loosened up and heart rates back down. So I just want you to sit here for a second. Drop your shoulders down from your ears, as we did in the beginning. Nice big deep breaths. Good. We're going to move back into that cat-cow. So as you exhale, pushing back, inhale, looking up. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, let's pull everything up. 2 more, just like that. Moving slow, enjoying where your body's been in the last hour. Good. Gonna sit up nice and tall. And this time, just a nice gentle twist to the side. And as we exhale, come back to center. And again, other side, inhale. Come back to center. One more time per side. Perfect. Last one. Good. So what I'm going to ask everyone to do, if you have space, I'm going to get you to lay down on your back. Good. So getting yourself nice and cozy on your back, we're going to straighten those legs out. Just allow your toes to drop to the side. Don't hold any tension through your hips. We're just going to lay here in corpse pose for a couple breaths. Allow your spine to drop towards the floor. Taking those big deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose if you can. On your next breath, we're going to bring that right knee up to our chest and just hold it there if you can. Don't create any extra stress through your shoulders. Don't worry about your foot, just allow it to relax. If you feel that there's a pinching in your hip, you can allow your knee to drop out a little bit. Just listen to your body. And as you exhale, we're going to try to bring it just a little bit closer. And next breath, we'll bring it back down to the floor. Let those hips reset. And as you exhale, opposite knee will come up. So same thing, just hold it here. And once you feel that those muscles have loosened just a little, I want you to tuck it just a little bit tighter. Good, nice and slow, bring it back down to the floor. Only if it's comfortable for you. On your next breath, as you exhale, using that core, bringing both knees up. If you want to open your knees, create the pocket for your belly, you can open your knees. Whichever is most comfortable for you. You can rock side to side. Just a nice gentle massage. Good. We're going to bring those legs back down to the floor. Allow your body to lay in corpse pose. And just taking the next minute to focus on your breathing. Enjoy the quiet. Maybe you can feel the blood running through your body, the vibrations that you're getting from it. Filling up your belly as much as you can with the air that you breathe in. And as you exhale, you're letting everything out. Inhale, let's fill it right up. Exhale, dropping it down. Relaxing through your shoulders, inhale. And exhale. And one more, just that nice big hum as we let it out. So nice big deep breath in. As you exhale. Yes, that feels amazing. Good. So if your eyes are closed, I want you to open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, allow your body to wake up again. And only if you wish to do so, you don't need to, you're at home, you can stay here. Enjoy this as long as you need. But if you wish, you can bring yourself up to sitting again, slowly rolling to the side. Use that arm to push you up. And just allow your body to reset. Don't go fast. There. I hope we all feel wonderful. I know I certainly do. I needed that today. So thank you for joining me again. Namaste. I do wish I could have seen you all. I can't see you all. So I hope we feel wonderful.
Yep. So much, Tracy.
Yeah? Okay, no problem. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and I'll see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you again.
All right, take care. Have a nice night.
You too.